What's going on, drivers? This is a rideshare driver talking to you about Lyft passenger cancellations for passengers who are under 18 years old. If you look in your terms of service within the Lyft driver app, you will see that passengers are required to be 18 years of age or older in order to be a Lyft passenger unaccompanied by an adult. So here you'll see a trip that I had this morning at 9:54 a.m. I canceled the ride, didn't collect anything on that particular ride. I want to talk to you a little bit about this. So a lot of you drivers, because 9 out of 10 drivers or maybe more are very part-time, are just out to get a few fares here and there and don't really care about the terms of service. You're willing to drive anybody, liability or not, and don't really care about ratings or approval ratings or cancellation fees or liability or deactivation or any of the things that come with Lyft's terms of service as a Lyft driver. I get that. I understand that. You're very part-time. You're just doing this as a side hustle. You don't care. So let me talk to the few drivers out there who are not like you, who do care. Whether they're part-time or full-time or sometime drivers, the drivers out there that abide by the terms of service regarding not picking up minors need to know this. If you drive to a destination, and in this particular case the parent requested the ride, this child did not have his own account, and sometimes you'll see children that have their own Lyft accounts with their own billing information in it that the parents put in with their own name and sometimes even their own picture in the app. This particular case was not like that, but even in that case, the same thing applies. What you want to do is you want to go to the trip, select the trip. That's what I did up here. And then you want to come down here to get help. Now do this right away so that you don't have any issues with it later on. Once you go to get help, these are common issues. You're going to scroll down here to I have a different issue. You'll click on that. I have a different issue, select other. And you can either contact us, you can call right away about that, or you can go, I couldn't pick up the passenger, and it gives you a list of reasons why you couldn't pick up the passenger. You'll select passenger under 18 years old. It tells you what the terms of service state on the passenger's app, and then go ahead and select contact us. When you hit contact us, it's going to ask if you want to be contacted via email or phone. I always select phone because when you select phone, an actual person from Lyft's help or support services will call you right then and there. So it's an automated system that dials the call, but it puts you on the line with a real person. And you want to speak to a real person. The real person's going to come on the line. They're going to verify your name. They're going to ask how they can help or what your issue is. And you just tell them, my passenger was 15 years old, was what this case was this morning, and I couldn't pick up the passenger. So they will go ahead then, and they will do what they need to do on their end. The passenger who requested the ride, the mom, she could get deactivated for violating services. I don't know in this case if they're going to deactivate her or if they're going to contact her and remind her that passengers must be 18 in order to ride unaccompanied. I don't know what Lyft is going to do to go ahead and follow up on that. But what I do know is that they credit me the $5 cancellation fee for reporting the underage rider, the underage passenger. So even though I drove there and I didn't get to pick anybody up and complete a trip, still get paid for the drive there and for reporting the underage passenger. Now, I know this is social media, so there's going to be a lot of people that see this video that say, you're a rat, you're a snitch, you're this, you're that, you're the other. I don't give a damn what they have to say. You know why? Because they're not Lyft drivers doing this full time. So other drivers are going to say, I didn't know that I could get the $5 cancellation fee when the minor or the juvenile or the child shows up in the car and I deny the trip, deny the ride based on the terms of service. Good to know. And that's why I'm making this video, because the terms of service are clear on this issue. Now, let me tell you as a driver why I support the terms of service in this issue. Number one, because it's an insurance liability issue apparently for Lyft. So if Lyft is not going to cover an unaccompanied minor in my vehicle, then I'm not driving an unaccompanied minor in my vehicle. I don't care, dad and mom. It's not my responsibility to babysit your child. It is not my responsibility to transport your child to school. That's what school buses are for. City buses are available. And if you have your own vehicle, you can take them in your own vehicle. If you don't have your own vehicle, you do have a Lyft account. You can accompany your child to school, get them to school, just like other responsible parents do on a regular basis. So I don't care if the parent is upset, and I don't care if people who see this think that I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. Lyft does not insure minors who are not riding with adults. That's Lyft's decision. That's the insurance company's decision. That's not my decision. So since Lyft decided that, I decide as a driver, that's in my terms of service. That's in the passenger's terms of service. I'm going to stick with that. And I'm going to report it so I can get my $5 so that I'm not wasting my time, because I drive for money. I am not out here to be anybody's babysitter. I'm not out here to be a school bus driver to take these kids to school. I'm not out here to pick them up from school and to take them home when they are not 18 years of age or older. That's not my job. I don't get paid for that. And I do not want to drive to your house to have to tell your kids that I cannot drive them. I'm not gonna drive them to where they need to go, that they need to let their mom or their dad know that you gotta be 18 years of age or older to ride. And I definitely don't want to do that for free. So I'm calling Lyft after I cancel, and I'm getting my $5 credited to my account so that I'm not wasting my time, because for me, this is about making money. It is not about whatever your need is as a parent that you think you're going to send your children with a Lyft driver or Uber driver uninsured as a liability to that driver to get to where they need to go. That's not my responsibility. That's not the responsibility of any Lyft driver. And I highly recommend, if you are a Lyft driver, that you do not pick these kids up from school and drop them off at school, or take them where they're trying to go to with their friends if they are not 18 years of age or older and they're not riding with an adult. So hopefully this video helps you. Again, the process is real simple. You select the ride. It will bring the actual trip information up. Again, you go to get help, more topics. I have a different issue. I couldn't pick up the passenger under 18. Scroll down, select contact us. It's going to bring up phone number or email. Again, that's your preference, but I choose phone number because I want them to call me right away. We can get it taken care of in less than 2 or 3 minutes, and then they're crediting their $5 to my account, and I move on with my day. That way I'm not wasting my time. I'm making money.